It's not until you really get into exercise, and I mean moving every couple of days, that finally gets the endorphins, the neurotransmitters and hormones pumping through the body so that you feel great. Sure, you might pull up a little bit sore, but you're proud because you've achieved something and that stress seems to melt away and you feel energised. But as human beings, we seem to want the results without the hard work, which is why I'm keen to try a new high voltage trend that promises to give people the workout and the results in half the time. Byron, you've supplied me with quite the outfit. Run me through why.
So basically, this is designed to retain water. So the water is for the conductivity for these guys to do the work.
Okay, and what's the... Hang on. This retains water, but that's already wet.
So we're going to be adding a lot more water so that the muscles can get stimulated through those electrodes.
So that electricity is more intense.
The wetter, the better.
I feel like I understand sort of how it works, but what about on a deeper level? Talk to me about the science behind it.
So with our daily activity and daily movements, we're working with our central nervous system. So the technology now allows us to bypass that system and stimulate your muscles at a maximum potential. So we usually contract up to about 40% of our muscles potential, but now the device is allowing us to tap into 90% activation.
Is it the type of thing that's okay one-off, or do you want to do it more regularly?
Definitely regular training. It's as if you're doing conventional strength training. You want to do at least 1 session per week, maybe sometimes 2 sessions per week.
When we think about yoga, for example, a gentle flow, we might not be sweating and our heart rate might not go through the roof, compared to, say, strength training or HIIT training, where your blood is pumping and you're getting a sweat. Where does 20V fall within that range?
That's quite an interesting question, because with the type of training and the training style, it's not high intensity, it's not jarring, so your heart rate is always at a nice regulated level. It's the muscles that are getting all the workouts. So Luke, we're going to grab onto these.
Yep.
Those are basically going to help you contract the muscles in the hands. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump into a brace position while we're warming up as well.
Okay.
So we're going to jump into a brace position with your feet shoulder width apart.
Yep. Now tell me, be honest, now we're talking 20 volts.
That's right.
Does it hurt?
It is an experience, but we want to work out of your comfort zone as well, as with any type of strength training.
And you've said no hurt.
Slight discomfort.
Tingle?
A little bit more.
Tickle?
Wait a minute, yo.
Yay. Oh, what is that?
Try to squeeze a little tighter. That's it. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe it out. That's it. There we go.
Whoa.
And then relax.
Yay! It's not what I imagined. Oh my God. Some people spend so much time slogging away. How is this any different?
So the science shows us that 20 minutes of 20V training session is equivalent to 4 hours in the gym of conventional weight training. So it's intense on the muscles. So what's happening is your muscles are working against each other and getting them to involuntary contract. So we don't need any resistance from weight. We're using an impulse to stimulate those muscles.
I'm gonna look so pumped after this.
So open up nice and wide, get full range of motion, breathe out, and push. There we go.
When we think of exercise, often we can refer to DOMS, delayed offset muscle soreness. Are people sore after the 20 volt?
All I can say is I'm looking forward to chatting to you in the next 2 days, because there's definitely an experience of DOMS after this training. Now squeeze your tummy as tight as you possibly can, and we are done.
Thank you so much, Byron.
That was amazing.
That was awesome. I got to be honest, getting suited up and hearing about it, I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but the minute that those electrodes turned on, my entire body, and I'm not just talking where the pads are, it felt like my entire body was switched on and engaged. So let me tell you this, I am saturated under here. My heart is racing. I feel a really good sweat, and the time flew by. So if you're someone who thinks, you know what, I don't have hours to spend in the gym, but I want to get really good results, I'm now converted. I will be back. I loved it. I loved it. It's also something sick about me because I really enjoyed the zapping.